So let's continue. And so we think it's Toma.
今日は普通にバイトなんだよね。ミネも言ってたけど、非現実から現実へって感じ。心の準備できてる？ちゃんとバイトできそう？とりあえず起きて下行ってみようか。
I don't want to.
起きてるか？開けるぞ。
あ、シン。
お前、今日バイトだよな。俺も予備校なんだけど、鍵閉めるから出るとき一緒に出て。
あ、そっか。シンと一緒に出なきゃいけないんだ。
なあ、今日もここで泊まり込みやるのか？もしまだ合宿続けるんなら、俺バイトの後一回家帰るよ。
そうだな。いや、もういいんじゃないかな。昨日何もなかったし。おい、もし家に帰ってから何かあったらすぐ電話してこいよ。トーマ、お前もバイトだよな。こいつのこと頼む。
分かってるよ。
じゃあとりあえず支度してバイト行こっか。一人でお店やってくれた店長にはよーくお礼を言わなきゃね。
あれ、ミネ、こんなとこで釣ったってどうしたの？
あ、おはようございます。やだ、同伴出勤ですか？お安くないですね。
What you mean? Toma tried to kill me. What you mean?
二人でシンの家に泊まってたの。何にもやましいことないよ。それより店開いてないの？
そうなんですよ。店長来てないみたいで。トーマ先輩鍵持ってましたよね。
うん、預かってるけど、ちょっと待って。
よかった。あのままお店に入れなかったらどうしようかと思い
Yeah,
ました。
I wonder how much they make in Japan. Like how much, like a waitress and a waiter, how much they make in Japan. That's actually pretty neat. Japan, waitress. Yeah, how much? I mean, do they get paid like per week or fortnight or monthly? Or I'm not sure actually. I'm not super familiar with it. Okay. Oh, okay. So apparently they get roughly like close to like $2,000 a month, which doesn't seem too bad. Okay. But I wonder, do people in Japan give tips? Is like yeah, I don't think tip culture is a thing, is it? I'm not sure. Because it isn't in Australia. I know it is in the US, but yeah, I'm not familiar with that aspect of Japanese culture. What about Singapore? In Singapore, do people like if you go to like a restaurant, do you tip or do they get paid like an hourly rate?
店長どうしたんだろう。
Oh, okay. So yeah, so they get paid. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
どうしました？
置き手紙。3日間働いて疲れたわ。休ませてもらいます。和歌。
Actually, no. Speaking of which, I think you're not supposed to give money. Yeah. I don't think is sometimes it could come across as rude if you tip in Japan. I think. Yeah.
そういうことですか。
Yeah.
今日は3人で店開けるしかなさそうだね。俺手順覚えてるかな？
容赦なく襲い来る現実。やっぱり非現実の方が良かったかも。
はいはい、文句言わない。とりあえず見ね。在庫確認してきて。
ラジャーです。
I mean, you can if you want, but I never see anyone giving tips. Mostly in Singapore, we get paid. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, in Australia, it depends on the work. When I was working at KFC, I was getting paid every week. Now that I'm working as a high school teacher, I get paid every 2 weeks, so fortnightly. But yeah, like I don't see many jobs that get paid every month. Oh, okay. So you get paid every month. I get paid every 2 weeks. which I do like, honestly. Allow me to take you over, master. Kawaii! Uwu!
手順を覚えてないとか現実に戻れないとか愚痴を言う前に仕事が終わりました。
The day's already
怒
over.
涛のようだったね。
お疲れ様。途中まで一緒に帰る。
Uwu!
着替えた
Hey,
ら
how's it going, Pandora? We're just playing some husbandos.
お疲れ。
Yeah, like I don't think anybody is streaming today. Yeah, I don't see anybody. Here we are.
こんなとこで何やってんのお前。予備校は
先生が休みで休校になった。ちょっと遊びに行かない？
Okay.
はあ何言ってんだ。家帰って勉強しろよ。受験生。
いいだろう。少しくらい。家にいるといつ警察に呼び出しが来るかと思って落ち着かない。
No, how about you? Yeah, I've been watching for a minute. It seems interesting. Yeah, it's just a it's an otome game. Otome, so it's like a visual novel. So it's like there's a lot of reading involved. You have to read a lot. But yeah, it's mostly about making choices. Yeah, making choices, and you've got different endings, kind of thing. Yes, every month we have to contribute to CPF as well monthly. I have no idea how to explain CPF, but it's like 20% of our pay we have to contribute to it. Oh, is that for like is that like a social service thing? Like so that you get like I don't know, like the police, emergency sort of like crews, unemployment, pensions, healthcare, education, I'm guessing. My daughter got addicted into the game Obey Me. It's like this kind of Obey Me. Ooh, I'm not familiar with that one. Obey Me. No. You playing? Oh, Shikabu knows that already? Oh yeah, that's an Otome, yeah. It is an Otome, yes. And Chikabu, she's the queen. She's the queen of the Otome games. She loves it. Chikabu is the one that like your daughter would like hang out with.
お前がそんな繊細な玉か。
どうもこそいつもなら3人でいたがるくせに何なの。早く帰りたいわけでもあんの。
別に。
I stopped playing Otome a while. Maybe I should start back. Yeah, but you said that you didn't want to. Because you were like, yeah, you were spending too much money on it.
じゃあ少し付き合って。
どこ行くんだよ。
来ればわかる。
Yeah, because those games, yeah, they're like free to play, but you can actually like buy a lot of stuff using like real money, a real currency. 30 minutes later.
へえ、懐かしいなここ。あれだよな。そう、ザリガニ公園。
そうそう。
ザリガニ？こんな庭園みたいな。
Lucifer and Diabolo. Mammon fine as hell, pun intended. Just needs to shut the fuck up. What? Mammon, is that how you say it? Mammon or Mammon?
お前は覚えてないんだよな。子供の頃、よく3人で遊んでたんだよ。一時期ザリガニがうじゃうじゃいてさ、勝手に。
I feel like right now Toma, I think he's aware that we know he's the like I don't want to say the criminal, but he's the one who pushed me off the cliff on accident. Yeah.
あれ今思うと近所の人が話したんだろうな。
Mammon. Yeah, so is that game Japanese or Korean? Because Chikabu showed me a couple of Korean ones. Okay.
だろうな。俺たちは夢中で乱獲してたけど、
Because I could tell that, like, I could tell in the voices. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, but you also play Korean ones, because like for some reason I can tell very easily between Japanese, Chinese, and Korean, because I've been to Korea, and I became quite familiar with the phonetics of the language, so I can tell right away when they're speaking Japanese or Korean.
で、親に返してきなさいって怒られたんだよな。
おや、きっとビビってたんだぜ、あれ。
はあ、言えてる。
Started with Korean one though, Mystic Messenger. From there I got hooked. Oh no, chickaboo.
そんなことがあったんだ。君覚えてる？覚えて
So
ないよ
like,
ね。
what do you spend the money for? Like, if you spend money on them, right? Do you unlock more husbandos, or like what do you get from it? Or like, do you get like the husbandos to like look differently? Like maybe they dressed up or something? I don't know. I can tell the difference between customization. I think it's hardwired to know. My daughter likes the game. Yeah, well, like I said, I went to Korea and I went there for about 2 weeks and a half. Yeah, and you kind of the ear becomes quite aware of when somebody is speaking Korean and when somebody is speaking Japanese. They're both quite similar languages. Yeah, in many aspects. Different packs, VIP sections. Ah.
でさ、そういう思い出、こいつに取り戻してやりたい。
And I learned a little bit of Korean, like I learned oh wait, fuck, I forgot. What was it? How do you say hi in Korean? Like no, like I'm thinking in Japanese for some reason. It's Ohayo. Korean was Oh god, why did I forget now? Korean. How do you say hi in Korean again? Hi. It was Yeah, onohazeo, yeah, onohazeo, yeah, that's it, that's the one, onohazeo, yeah. Because Japanese is ohayo, and then you got onohazeo, yeah, onohazeo. Some otome has avatar thingy where you can dress them up and it's money, and some you need to pay to see the CGs. Basically, that's it. Gotcha. But is it expensive though? Like, how much do you have to pay for, like, for example, if you want to get into like the VIP section? Like, do you have to pay monthly, like every month, or? My daughter took 2 years of French, and okay, yeah, cool, nice. Yeah, I mean, she's technically, like, if you were born in Canada, you should learn some French. French. That's good. Yeah, no, Japanese is very big in Australia. You'll find that many schools teach Japanese. So it's usually between Japanese or Chinese that is taught at schools, typically in primary and secondary. So you get the choice if you want to do Japanese or Chinese. It used to be German. German was like the dominant one. Some schools that I know did Spanish as well. Like the one that I went to, they did a Spanish as a lesson, but I couldn't do it though. I couldn't do it, like, because I went there when I was like 16, 17, but I wasn't allowed to take it because I speak Spanish as the first language. So yeah, like it would have been way too easy, and I guess it would have been unfair. Like, if you know the language inside out, yeah, like she's got Chinese in her too, but she doesn't care about that. She's more into everything Japanese. Yeah, no. I know what you mean. I mean, did you celebrate Chinese New Year at all? Like, did you do any for Chinese New Year?
これをこう丸めて棒にして。
じゃんけんに勝ったやつが負けたやつを殴るゲーム？
そう、懐かしいだろ。
この年になってじゃんけんゲームかよ。いいけどさ。
じゃあっちの芝生。
Like I've never done Japanese at school. I've never done it as a subject. Like I guess, you know, actively learned it. I've just learned literally from like playing video games or like watching anime. And I feel like I can understand a lot of it. You know, I've got no idea about the language, like the written language of it. So like the literacy, I've got nothing about it. But when it comes to things like comprehension and kind of just listening to it, I can understand a lot of things. And I'm sure Chikabu is like that too. Like Chikabu would understand a lot of Japanese words and Korean words because of like all the games and, you know, things that I took 2 years of Spanish in high school. I know some of our family dialect, which is Cantonese Chinese. Yeah, Cantonese Chinese. Yeah, isn't Cantonese in Singapore? Yeah, because Mandarin is mostly the mainland, yeah? Like the mainland of China. And then Cantonese is like Singapore, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Chikabu knows better than me. And yes, we celebrate Chinese New Year every year. I spend all day cooking now. Nice.
そんなことしてる場合なの？二人ともなんで和んじゃってるの？
Nice. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, we don't celebrate that in my family. If anything, like the one thing that my dad maybe will do sometimes, like he will do the like the Jewish holiday, like because he's like I say he's Jewish, but he doesn't really practice anything like Jewish. Yeah, that's my dad, but I don't really have a lot of interest in that. I guess that side of me. Chinese dialect is a lot. We have everything over here. Mostly will be. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, so it's Mandarin. Oh, okay. I thought that. Yeah. So where do you speak? Where do people speak Cantonese then? In which region or which country do people speak Cantonese? Oh. Stepfather's family is Jewish. Yeah, my dad's family is very Jewish, but yeah, I don't really get involved too much in that aspect of my family.
本気で殴らないと面白くないだろ。
子供の頃と一緒にすんな。マジで痛いぞ。
痛いように殴ってんだよ。
Yeah, because Chikabu, do you speak Chinese or at all? Like and if you did, you would speak Mandarin, right? Mandarin.
あ、そういうつもりか。
Because yeah, Chikabu is from Singapore, and in Singapore, I think they've got like 3 main languages. So they've got English, Chinese, Malay, I think Malay, and something else. Right? Yeah, 4. Yeah, it was like Chika told me it was English, Chinese, Malay, and was it Hindi? No, Hindi.
そういうつもり。
Oh yeah, Tamil. Yeah, Tamil. Yeah, Tamil. That's it, Tamil. But Tamil, yeah, Tamil is like kind of Indian, right? Yeah.
じゃあこっちも手加減なしでやらせてもらうからな。
Yeah, Singapore like became crazy multicultural. Yeah, like there's a lot of like Europeans and Malay and Chinese and Indians, Indonesian. It's this crazy like nice city where people actually get along quite nicely. You know, even though they're like from different places. I went to Latin. Latin. Yeah, I don't really know anybody who knows much about Latin. Yeah, I mean it's very close to Italian. I mean Italian is basically what Latin used to be. But yeah, I know nothing about it, to be honest.
二人とも熱くなりすぎじゃない？
Oh, hello. Oh, gotcha. English basically is international language that we have to learn in school. Basically, it is Malay, Chinese, and Tamil. Oh, okay. And yeah, so you speak English and Malay, right? But you know how to speak. But you understand Chinese and Tamil.
お返しだよ。
こ これ君が負
Yeah,
け
it
ても
is, yeah.
真剣に殴られるわけじゃないよね。
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people. I mean, is it? I feel like it's not very useful though. Like it's not very useful, is it? I mean, unless if you want to, study something like ancient history, if you want to do it. But I feel like as a language, it's not very useful right now.
じゃんけんぽん。
いた。よかった。そんな真剣じゃない。だよ。
Wow,
じゃんけん
actually fucking hit me in the head, boys.
あ、やば。
What a
君また負けた。
poopy head.
勝者死んだし。
I am a witch, so for me, it's useful in different ways. You can do black magic. Yeah, so you got Singlish, all languages mixed up together. Singlish.
一応手加減してるけど。
Yeah, I mean, Singlish. So is there like a dictionary? Yeah, because that dictionary would be crazy. Like the dictionary is of Singlish would be crazy because like there's so many words.
どこがだよ。
つうか俺はトーマを殴りたいだけなんだよな。
Yeah, it'd be like a huge fucking ass dictionary. Because it's like English, but also like Tamil and some Chinese and some like Malay.
そっくりそのまま返してやる。じゃんけんぽん。いってよ。
What are they doing? The fuck?
じゃんけんぽん。じゃんけんぽん。
くそ。
お前マジでムカつくんだよ。
Fuck, dude.
こっちのセリフなんだけど。
絶対に許さないからな。
What the fuck is going on, dude? They're just like.
俺だって許すつもりないし。
お前なんか大嫌いだ。
お互い様だよ。
二人ともすでに単なる殴り合いになってない？
あ
あ。あ、しまった。トーマ、ちょっと財布貸して。
Give me some money.
ん？
引き止めとけ。
ちょっと引き止めとけって何？すぐ帰ってくるんじゃ
Hey,
ない
what you
の？
mean, boy? What you mean?
もう、シン、たまには意図を説明してよ。
Yeah, I don't know what he means by this.
はあ、久々にバカなことしたな。小学生に戻った気分だよ。
とにかく何か長引きそうな話を振ってみよう。
Oh, yep. So we have to go with what kind of yep? What kind of yep?
そうだね。泣き虫だけど生意気なガキだったな。
It's almost trying to get the baby down. So I'm gonna look. No worries, Pandora. Thank you for stopping by. So get some rest, get some sleep. We use a lot of la, lo, le, me to short from a sentence. Oh, to short from a sentence. Oh, okay. La, lo, le, me. La, lo, le, me. I am a professional Singlish speaker now. La, lo, le, me.
本人は親父さんの事件があるまで素直で可愛い子供だったと思ってるみたいだけどね。
Oh, okay. So can la, can le, can lor, can ha, can hor, can me, can bu, chikabu, can bu, can wa, can leo, can word, can. Oh, how do you say that? Can word, what? Can word. To say yeah, can word, can liao la, can liao la.
俺に言わせてもらえばそんなこと。
Yeah, that's hard to say though. They all seem pretty okay to say, but can word, yeah.
あ、そうなんだ。
I feel like it'll be it'll be easier to say yeah. Kind of what is
お前が
so
3年生の
long.
時
Kind of what?
お前のクラスの男子がな
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. But I feel like that one is kind of like that one defeats the purpose.
そう
Like
いえばシンのやつ遅い
you
な
could just say
どこまで
yeah,
行ったんだろう
yeah. But you guys say kind of what? It feels like it's a bit longer than just saying yeah.
ただいま。
Tadaima.
遅かったな買い物ってデパートにでも行ってたわけ
隣町のスーパーまで行ってた。だって近くのコンビニにメロンソーダ置いてないんだもん。
お前好きだよねそれ
いいだろ別に。お前ら二人はコーヒーだよな。はい。あ、それとトーマ、財布サンキュー。借りた金は明日にでも返す。
いいよそのくらい
な、そう。で、二人とも何の話したの？
お前の可愛い子供時代の話
Kawaii.
最悪。解雇趣味のじいさんみたいなことやめろよ、トーマ。
人聞き悪いこと言うなよこいつの記憶を戻すために話して聞かせてやったんだろ
なあ、そう。そりゃどうも。おい、トーマの相手してくれてありがとな。
は？何お前いつからそんな嫌味言うようなやつになったわけ
前からだよ。
ねえ今のって嫌味だった？うん違うよね。トーマの話し相手して時間稼いでくれてありがとうって意味だよね。シン、君に時間稼ぎさせて何してたんだろう。今回も教えてもらえないのかな。
Oh, August the 26th. Oh, so I think we got 2 more days. Ooh, wow, we're getting very close to this one.
おはよ
Okay, I'm gonna save here. Okay, going to leave it. Be back in 2 seconds.